So I own a home at this time. I know exactly what my monthly mortgage payment is and what my overhead looks like. I am not sure if I should get pre-approved because I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy, considering that I'm already making mortgage payments on the current home that I have. So I'm just sort of exploring the market and I'll let you know when I'm ready to get pre-approved.
You know how much your utilities are. You have a really firm idea, particularly if you've lived there a while. You have a really firm idea of what your overhead and your outgoing bills and incoming bills look like. You understand the whole system inside and out. And nobody would understand it better than you because you're the one living it, right? I get that. So then your question is, well, maybe I'm a little bit tight. Maybe my finances are not as plentiful as I would have liked to have hoped, or maybe not. But I still have this overhead kind of in front of me that I can't necessarily get around. So I don't know if it makes sense to get pre-approved, right? Like right away, because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to do the deal. So why even go through that process? Why don't I just kind of drive around and look at homes, and if I happen to find one that I like, then maybe I'll try to get pre-approved and I'll figure it all out then. Well, again, this is stuff that we've discussed quite a few times over on various videos. If you're not pre-approved, you don't know what your buying power is, period. I mean, go back and listen to the other videos, and I give 100 different reasons as to why there's no way that you could possibly know what your buying power is, okay? You simply don't. You may think you do, okay, but I promise you, you don't. Things change. Every bank is different. Every bank's criterion can differ, perhaps slightly or perhaps substantially. So until you go and get the pre-approval in hand, really at best, we're doing guesswork, and in most cases, we're probably doing relatively uneducated guesswork. Okay? So I would also ask you, to assess your own time value, right? So if the truth is that you can't carry two properties, it's going to be a little bit of a problem. You got to sell before you buy, maybe something like that, or maybe you got to list it. Somebody's got to come buy it. Maybe you got to rent it back from the new homeowner for a little while you're searching for the new purchase because you need to use the funds from your sale to buy the new home. Like, these are all possibilities, and I'm perfectly prepared to navigate through all of it. But until you have some idea on what is going to happen next based on going through that pre-approval process and what's required, all of this is just hearsay and really just, again, uneducated guesswork. We don't want to work like that. That's not the way that I operate. And if you're going to be working with me, you're going to be an educated consumer, and it's not going to be the way that you want to operate either. Even if you're not working with me, you're watching my videos, so you're not going to be an uneducated consumer, and you're not going to want to work that way because it's just simply irrational, and you're coming to realize that. So do you want to be driving around looking at a whole bunch of properties without any idea on whether or not you're ever going to be able to buy them, even if you do like one of them, right? Probably not. My guess is, I don't know all of you very personally. Even if you've been my client, I don't necessarily know everything about your social life. But my guess is you have more important things to do with your existence than drive around aimlessly and look at properties without a pre-approval or without any idea on whether or not a deal is ever even going to happen. So let us sort of graduate from this kind of lackadaisical, improper approach, in my opinion. Let us graduate from that and move forward with a pre-approval, right? And let's approach this purchase process, full force and with great and competent direction. All right, that would be my suggestion and my advice. I hope this is helpful, and I hope that it answers your question effectively. Thanks so much for the question.